Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Anonymous, and in this channel we talk about gang stalking, its methods, its purpose, and how I'm dealing with it. So today I want to talk to you about the greatest battle that I have ever fought, and that is the battle to disconnect and to stay disconnected. Most people who get gang stalked have no idea what this is, but it is what makes the world of getting gang stalked real. So what it is that pretty much the world is running like it normally does. The people you meet are normal, they do not have bad intentions. However, you have been conditioned to perceive everything as you getting gang stalked. For example, desensitization to words, desensitization to keys jingling, desensitization to the fast movements. All of that is what keeps you connected. It literally keeps you stuck in the trauma. It was just today that I realized that I was connected for like the first 6 years of gang stalking. And I was only able to get disconnected by trying to understand how this is done. So by little, I began understanding how this worked. And as I began to pretty much unveil the actual mechanics behind gang stalking, I was able to disconnect and stay disconnected. Now, this pretty much has been happening for as long as I have started this channel. So when this channel began, it was pretty much when I began really understanding the deeper mechanics of gang stalking, of hypnotism, of manipulation, of auditory hallucinations. This channel has been pretty much the moment that I began to understand was the moment that I began making these videos, because there's no way that I was gonna keep my mouth shut. In the beginning, I wasn't able to disconnect because I didn't understand what connection was. I didn't understand what this was. I really didn't. I didn't know how, I didn't know who, I didn't know, well, I knew who, you always know who, but you never understand how. And the mere fact that I now understand that I was like 6 years connected, where I couldn't think of anything else other than gang stalking, makes me realize how crazy this whole thing is. Now, dealing with gang stalking is a piece of cake. Only because I understand how it works, how it's done, how they can whisper thoughts into your mind, how they sensitize you to objects, to words. It's only because of that. And now I see the sensitization, and then I see reality, and then I can see the reality from both perspectives, from the perspective of the gang stalking going on and the gang stalking not going on, from the actual reality. So the sensitization only pretty much is like a couple of days, like a week. And then when that week is done, you're pretty much set to stay connected. But the fact that I understand how to stay disconnected makes it completely different. Now I can actually see the sensitization for what it is. So if you're getting gang stalked, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is for you to understand the mechanics behind gang stalking. Because if you do not understand them, you are gonna get stuck in that world again, where everything that you see, everything that you experience, everything that you live, it is a reminder of gang stalking. And you're gonna get connected again. You're literally a zombie. And this is the thing about being in that psychological state of mind, is that if you are stuck there, if you are stuck in that psychological state of mind, you cannot pursue your dreams. You cannot pursue your goals, because even looking at the paper the white colored paper of that you're writing your notes on is gonna put you back in the trance, and you are not gonna be able to do anything. And that's just how it is. And I'm telling you this because I have lived it. I lived it, and it's an all-encompassing operation where, you know, everyone is pushing you to do drugs. Everyone is pushing you, you know, to go out. Everyone is pushing you to places for you to get further traumatized and keep you deeper into the gang stalking. You know, the first time that I got disconnected, I had no idea what was happening. I was at work, you know, and my mind was just like, hell no, this is not gonna happen anymore. And then all of a sudden, I slowly began understanding. I was like, okay, so if when I have a thought, if I don't look around, they're not gonna know. I think that they don't even know my thoughts. So then I had a thought that they usually went for, and they looked at each other. So I had a thought, and then I kept my head down and I ignored the thought. And then I heard them talk about it, amongst themselves. No, we didn't get it. And then I was like, yes, they don't know what I'm thinking. They're only pretending. And then that's when I came to the realization that I was telling them when I had a thought for them to react to. And that is looking up and trying to look at their face to see their reaction. So by this time, I didn't know that there were auditory hallucinations. This is the thing, is that auditory hallucinations will react to the thoughts that you have because they are literally connected to your mind. And that's why people are convinced that the gang stalkers know what you're thinking, because the hallucinations react. Like even if you don't look, you're gonna hear, you know, and it's your mind, it's part of you. So of course you're gonna keep having those auditory hallucinations, and they're gonna react to the thoughts that you have because you have been conditioned to hear a or a bang, a sound somewhere. And sometimes, well, no, I don't think the visual hallucinations only happen here and there. I'm sure that they happen because I know that they happen, but they're not as often because your mind needs to be extremely beyond tired for your mind to realize these mirages. But the auditory ones, that's all most people need to be convinced that their thoughts can be heard. So imagine how you have a thought that is unpleasant, and then you hear everyone around you react to the thought, right? So then imagine having to be cautious of what thought you're having, because everyone is going to know exactly what you're thinking. So you feel that everyone knows how dirty or how disgusting your mind can be at times. And let me tell you, I have been there. And I was there. I lived there. I bought a house there. I'm going to take you there. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I've lived there for like months. Literal months. You know, that last time I was only there for like a week. And that in itself was hard. I have no idea how I was able to manage for so long without having any type of crazy reaction. You know, the last time that happened, you know, when, you know, there's this particular soap that I buy, this facial toner that I buy. And when you're getting gang stalked, you know, you go to a store, right? And the things that you're gonna buy are not there. Everyone who's been getting gang stalked has experienced this, where you go to the store and the things that you buy are not there, and it's only the things that you typically buy. And you know, now that I think about it, I am almost certain that those are done purposely. But I would never know. You know, but now that I think about it, doing that is not that difficult. All that needs to happen is for a customer to literally just get those items that you typically buy. The staff doesn't need to be involved. Only a gang stalker knowing that you're going to the store and that you're getting conditioned. That's all that needs to happen. The customer is just gonna grab it off the shelf, like if they're gonna buy it, and then they put it back once you leave. I have actually never even had that rationalization before. My mind literally went, oh no, they was the staff. But no staff of the store needs to be involved to do that. I remember once I went to 7-Eleven, and I was at 7-Eleven, right? And then the sandwich that I always buy was not there. And you know what needs to happen for that to happen? Someone just needs to pick it up and put it back once you leave. The staff does not need to be involved. I cannot believe I was so stupid that I couldn't figure that out. It is that simple. Oh my God. I have no idea why I didn't even think about that before. That's exactly how that trick is done. When a target goes to a store, of course there's going to be a gang stalker there. And all that they need to do is like, okay, well, these are the items that this target typically buys. So get them off the shelf and put them back once they leave. I am mind blown by the simplicity of that trick. It doesn't need to be anything extraordinary. The staff doesn't need to be involved. Only the one customer only needs to grab it off the shelf until you leave the store. Oh my God, dude. Oh my fucking God. It's not illegal. No one's spending any money. But the target will assume that the entire store staff is involved. And therefore, you're going to start looking at the staff like they're involved in it. And you get more suspicious. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I'm so mad by how stupid that is. By how effective. Okay, so I'm finishing this video right here. And I am going to make a video on this trick alone, because that is a trick that gets so many targets. And I cannot believe on how simple this is and how effective it is and how I didn't think about this before. Oh my God. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.